Okay, so in this tutorial today, I'm going to show you how to use and the definitions of oxymoron and paradox and the difference between them. Let's get started. So first off, I'm going to start with oxymoron. An oxymoron is two self-contradicting words that appear next to one another and happen to make sense. So the examples I have here are alone together. And if you think about it, you can't really be alone together, but you kind of understand that being like alone, like separately in a room is like alone together. There is found missing, which again really doesn't make that much sense, but when someone is like missing, they're found missing, like they happen to be missing. Clearly confused, original copy, loud whisper, and seriously funny. When you're clearly confused, like it's clear to see that you're confused, but clearly confused are opposites. And same thing goes for original copy, because like the original copy, loud whisper, seriously funny. When something is serious, it's not really supposed to be funny, but seriously funny like contradicts each other, but it still happens to make sense. So here is oxymorons in a sentence. There is a real love-hate relationship developing between them. Love-hate. If you think about it, love and hate are completely opposites. But in a love-hate relationship, it's when sometimes like you love each other like face to face, but like hate each other at the same time. And the second oxymoron in a sentence is the comedian was seriously funny. Like I already explained to you the seriously funny one. The tips and tricks and how to use oxymoron is to make something funny, more dramatic, or to emphasize. Oxymoron is normally used in like a sentence to make it more like witty or funny. It can be used in speeches and like pieces of prose and documents, because sometimes it's just to emphasize a word, and sometimes it's to make it funny and more dramatic. On to paradox. Paradox, much like oxymoron, is self-contradicting, but this is a statement that logically doesn't have much sense. It points out the truth without making any sense. The examples I have here are, this is the beginning of the end, and I only have one rule. There are no rules. This is the beginning of the end. Beginning and end are like two opposites of a story. But the beginning of the end kind of like makes sense, but it really doesn't. Also, I only have one rule. There are no rules. This is self-contradicting because the fact that there are no rules is your one rule, but there aren't any rules. Paradox is used in many literature, and I've picked you here. In Romeo and Juliet, the greatest thing that can come from hate is love. So William Shakespeare is showing us that like the best thing that can come from hate is love, but really hate and love are like opposites. So it's weird that the greatest thing that can come from hate is love. Also, Animal Farm by George Orwell, one of the quotes are, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. It's trying to show that the government in the book is trying to make everything equal, but it really isn't, since some animals need other things, different things, and more things than others. So, the difference between oxymoron is that oxymoron is two words, and a paradox is a statement and of one sentence or more that is contradicting. The same difference, oxymoron, same difference, is that they're both contradicting. But oxymoron is just two words used in a sentence, and a paradox can be a statement of one sentence or more. So I hope we've learned today how to use oxymoron and paradox and how they are the same and how they are different. Thank you.